Welcome back, Miami. We're having juicy, inspiring conversations with amazing women. And our next guest is Kelly Brito, and she's here to talk all about things branding with us. Welcome, Kelly.
Hey, ladies, how are you doing?
Thrilled to have you. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Kelly. So, Kelly, you've been in the designing game for quite a while, since 1997. So we can call you a pro at this, eh?
I am a pro at it, and I'm not that old. I know 1997 was a long time ago.
No, darling, we call it seasoned in the game. You're just seasoned in the game. So talk to us about your journey, really, through it all, because you've seen a lot and you've done a lot. So please share it with us.
Sure. Yeah, I did start my career with web designing, which I really loved at the time. It was back in the AOL days, the MySpace days. And from there, I actually had to go to graphic design because when I started working with clients, they wanted a website in theory, but they didn't have a brand. They didn't have the colors. They didn't have anything. They had no idea they needed it. So I had to learn the graphic design. And that's how it actually took me little by little to branding, because from web design, I noticed they needed graphic design. And from graphic design, I noticed they needed branding. And that's when the world of branding actually opened up for me.
How did your design studio really start to take shape? Because I'm sure it's been a journey.
Yeah, that was 2000, early 2009 or 10. And I remember that when Etsy came to the game, which was around 2013, I think, that's when I opened an Etsy shop. And that's when I went boom, because everybody wanted customization, everybody wanted branding. And after a few years on Etsy, I was like, I cannot be on Etsy forever, right? I need my own, especially teaching branding, you need more than being on somebody else's brand. And that's when I actually did my website. And it was much easier back in the days to stand out. Internet was not so loud. So somehow I just had to create the beautiful designs and people found me online, and it was a beautiful thing. And I work with people from Italy and Singapore and Brazil and Canada. So it was just an amazing journey. And in all honesty, I had to do very little at the time. So I was very lucky in that way. When I was young, when I finished high school, I'm old. When I finished high school, I actually went to college. The first time I went to college, it was to be a teacher, which I really loved. So I studied languages, literature. I just didn't like being constrained in the classroom. And that's when I went back to designing. And what happened after the fire was that it just changed my perspective in life. We had to jump from the third floor to survive. It was a Friday night and we were literally sleeping. It was around 11 o'clock. The alarm went off. And if any of you live in the city, building alarms go off all the time.
Yes.
So we didn't freak out about it immediately. But we also didn't just let it pass. So we checked, and with 5 minutes from when we checked, we were trapped. 5 minutes. And so, of course, we were screaming through the windows, and somebody who was passing by got one of those chemical portable bathrooms on a construction site nearby. They dragged it all from to under our window so we could jump.
Wow.
Saved our lives. We broke many bones. We stayed in the hospital, of course. We lost both our cats. They were with us for 8 years. We lost 100% everything in terms of physical possessions. But we are well today. We are alive. And in terms of life, that just changed my perspective in business of, do I really just want to do the beautiful designs and give to people? Or do I help them see what branding really is so they can actually master that thing and conquer the world and build their brands? And I love teaching anyway, so why not? And that's how it changed my perspective in branding and business.
Thank you so much for being with us, Kelly. You have such an amazing and inspiring story. So before we let you go, let us know where people can connect with you.
People can find me anywhere online, but I usually like to hang out on Instagram. You just have to look for the hashtag Branding with Purpose Studio, or you can go to brandingwithpurpose.studio.
Love that. Everyone, make sure that you connect with Kelly right now on Instagram. And we will be right back, Miami, right after this break.